All right, welcome back. I'm gonna just start out again with the app, the other app, the exercise tracking app. I just want to mention it quickly at the start of this video because it's basically become like a full-blown social network now. I've been struggling like yesterday. Yesterday was the day that I posted the last video on this channel, which means that for you guys now it would have been 2 days ago, but for me today it was yesterday. So there was a lot of people trying to sign up, but I think for some reason the email sign up thing didn't work because I just had the basic setup for Supabase. But now it should work. And so if you sign up, you get into the app and you get a social feed, which is super cool. Because it means that basically if you follow people, you can see their workouts in a feed like this. I'm going to show you what it looks like pretty much on a phone because I've tried to optimize it for a phone because I'm using it on my phone to track my own workouts. But basically this is what the page looks like. So if you follow someone, then you'll get their latest workouts in chronological order. There's no algorithms, there's just chronological, which is what I liked about Instagram back in the day. And the idea is for it to be basically an Instagram, but for workouts. So as you can see here, I am Cal, so my workout comes up here. And this was the last workout I did. You can press these to see like, okay, set 1, I did 8 reps, 0 kilos. This is body weight, that's why I put 0 kilos. Set 2, I did 8, blah, blah, blah. We can check shoulder press. We see that set 1, I did 5 at 40. Set 2, I did 5 at 50. And then I did 2 sets of 3 at 50 kilos. So I can see that. And if I like that workout, then I can press repeat workout. And I will basically be able to repeat it myself. And then I can save it. And I will see it in my history. So if I want to, I can go to my history and I can see like the workouts that I've done, and we can see that this is a workout that I have done. And in the history tab, we also get, I think I showed you this in the last video, but you get the volume. And now I've done 2 workouts on this app. So you can see that on the first workout was 3,100 kilos lifted. And the second one was 3,600 kilos lifted. And we can check the reps, sets, and we can also do volume by month. So we can see that on week 19, I did a total of 34 sets and weight was 6,000 something kilos lifted. But the really cool thing is the social feed to me, because right now you can see the users that have signed up to the app, and I can go in and I can press, this is a test user that I've created, John Doe, and I'm following this person right now. And I have liked their workout, and this is just I created this profile myself, so this is just a test workout. But I like that workout. There's someone else. I created a different profile called Creality where I tried comments, so I can actually write a comment here. Nice, blah, blah, blah. And I can post that, and I can delete it if I want to. And I can also press up here to go to my own profile page where I can see what users will see if they find my page. And if I want to, I can delete comments, but I can also delete other people's comments on my posts, because if people write stupid stuff, then I want to be able to delete it. But if you go to my profile page, you can also see my stats. So you can see how many kilos I've lifted this week. You can see the full breakdown. You can see my workouts. So if you want to do my workouts, then you can just go to my profile page and you can press repeat, and you'll be able to do the workouts that I do. This is something that people have been asking me actually about for a few years, like what workout routine do you have? And so my idea is I'm going to be tracking my workouts in this app, and you can follow me on it, and then you can do the workouts if you want to. And you'll see how much I work out or how little I work out. And we also have a notifications thing here where we can see our notifications. And if it works, then we can press it and we can see, okay, this person followed me. And if we want to see the comment, we can press the comment and it will highlight the comment a little bit. and show us the comment that was made to our post. I'm super excited, like so freaking excited about this, because it's literally everything that I wanted when I was building it back in the day. And I've been able to build it in like 3 days using Lovable. Again, not an ad, but it's just so good. Like if you haven't tried that, you probably should go try it. And either way, what I really want you to do is go try this ExerLogs thing, because it would be really cool. Like if you start following me, I can just start following half of these users are me, because I've just tried to like make sure that the sign up flow works, because that didn't work yesterday. And this is really early still. Like there's probably going to be tons of bugs, and maybe signing up is not going to be as smooth as it should be, or following people, repeating workouts, saving your workouts. I don't know. There's probably going to be tons of bugs. I don't really know. But hopefully it will work well enough for you to be able to track your workouts or repeat my workouts if you want to. So yeah, if you can't tell, I'm super excited about this. And mostly I'm also just excited because like I can get my friends to sign up to this app, and then if they do a workout, then I can repeat that workout, and I can also track like what do they do, if I can get them to track their workouts, that is, because not everyone wants to. But yeah, I think this is super cool. Like being able to see the stuff about my workouts, even going to the analytics and being able to see like this is the progress that I'm doing right now on barbell shoulder press on 3 reps. If I want to see how I'm progressing at 5 reps, I can see that, okay, right now I haven't, the first workout on the 5th of May, I did 50 kilos. And the second workout on the 7th of May, I also did 50 kilos. So I haven't increased my 5 rep weight. But I think that's cool. It's just really cool. I want to also add here so you can check the weight instead, so you can see, because maybe you don't increase the reps per weight, but maybe you increase the weight for the reps, and then, yeah. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, if you try this, I hope that it works for you so you can sign up to it, because I really want you to sign up to it, and I want you to follow me, and I want to follow you, and I would want feedback too. Like if it works or doesn't work, let me know. But anyway, that is a tangent on what we're supposed to be doing today. Because today we're getting back to the app. So we're going to run the app. And then we're going to connect. Oh, no. And then we're going to connect my phone to this as well, so that we can run it on my phone. And and then I just need a bit of time to actually, what I'm going to show you, because before we start, I'm going to do some pull-ups. And what I've been doing lately, or the last 2 days, is because I was talking to a friend about like wanting to learn the muscle up, and we had a conversation, and he said what he tries to do, which is smart. And I was doing 10 reps of like trying to pull myself as high as I could, but obviously 10 reps is not optimal for strength. Like if you want to train your nervous system to actually be explosive, then you want to do fewer reps so that you actually like really trigger those that nervous system. So what he suggested was, why don't you just do like 2 or 3 reps, but you do them super explosively, and you really try to do your max effort on those 3 reps, and then you rest for however long, and then you go back and you do it again. Which obviously made sense when I thought about it, because like 10 reps is not maybe ideal for this goal that I have. But for some reason, when it comes to calisthenics stuff, I just don't think the same way that I do with weights. For some reason, all my knowledge in the gym just goes out the window when I start thinking about calisthenics. And with calisthenics, I just start thinking like, well, I just need to do a lot of reps, which doesn't make sense, because what I want to do is I want to get strong. So I should not do that many reps. So we're going to see how far up on the bar I can get today. I don't feel good, so I probably won't get far. Okay, I got further than I thought, but I almost didn't sleep yesterday because I went to bed at about 11:30 and woke up like 5:45 this morning. Just because I was so excited about this app, the ExerLogs thing, that I couldn't sleep. And so I assumed my nervous system would be a little bit fatigued, but I actually got quite high on those pull-ups, so I'm happy. Okay, so last video, we were dealing with the request context which didn't send the right information. Or the leave call basically didn't send the right information, it didn't send the request context with all the stuff that we wanted. I didn't quite figure out whether that is necessary or not. We were able to bypass it because we can still send the message of a leave call. We just don't have a few of the other things that we could need. And I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how we can test this, because we might need a fair few phones. Like now I feel like we're getting to the point where I might need to be able to test this on 3 devices or like 4 devices and see, do they actually match or what happens? Actually, I just realized we could maybe run that. And maybe we could run that too. I feel like I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't know where I wrote it down. There's like a command that I was running a few days ago, like, or a few weeks ago maybe, when I was trying the connections. Okay, actually that's not how we're supposed to do it. Because we need to, when a user leaves the call, the reality or the real way that this should be handled is that when a user presses leave, we shouldn't be reconnected to, we shouldn't be able to be reconnected with the user that we just left the call from. So that is logic that we need to handle. And I think that the leave button could also act as like a dislike button. So once you press leave, it also triggers an event that sends a dislike to the profile that you're leaving, so that you don't get matched with that user again. Because if you get matched with that user again, then or if you, let's say that you have a really bad conversation with someone, you just, there's even the possibility of something feeling unsafe, which I hate talking about that because I really don't want that to be a possibility, but it is a possibility that someone won't feel safe in a conversation with someone else. And so when you press leave, then you don't want to again get matched like 3 days later or ever again with that person. So the leave button needs to do that. But at the same time, right now in this stage that we're at, if I do that right now, I only have 2 devices, which means that if this one leaves and dislikes this one, then they will never get connected again if the code works the way that it should. But that means I can't keep testing the app unless I delete the dislike, which I can do. But actually I can do that. So let's just, I don't know what the next step is, because I'm not fully confident that this works. I'm just sort of like semi-confident that it works. And we also need a back button so that we get to like a home page of some kind. But do we even have a home page? All right, so I think I've figured out what the issue is. The issue seems to be that leave call is not sent properly. I don't think it's sent to or through the WebSocket or something, which means that it doesn't have all of the context that it should have. Like it should have a lot more data to it, but right now we're just sending like a very simple message. And because we don't send it through the WebSocket probably, it means that we don't have a connection to the WebSocket, which means that we're not then able to reconnect to it and send a message back to the client, which means that the client never receives the left call response from the database after someone leaves a call. So the idea is if I press leave call, then we trigger a function in the database that lets us leave the call, but then that also sends a payload back to me and to the other user that says left call. And when the other user gets that, they should also get popped out of the call. But right now, we're not able to receive anything back, so we just end up in the state of like, I don't know what happened. And that is because we don't send it through the WebSocket, I don't think. But I don't know why that is, because join matchmaking, we do send through the WebSocket and we're able to send a message back. So there's something going on, and for some reason it works for some things but not for all things. And I think maybe if I'm to guess here, then my guess would be that this has something to do with set state. I think that we somehow clear the WebSocket and then initiate the WebSocket in a different place with a different thing. I don't quite know. I don't understand it. I shouldn't pretend like I even do, because I don't. But I'm gonna try this now. This should be an updated version of sending that sending the leave call thing through the WebSocket. And if that works, then we should actually have a request context with it, which we can check on the CloudWatch logs. So we're going to do that. Waiting for left call response. We did not receive a left call response, but I think that is because the WebSocket handler doesn't know how to handle error unbound location, local variable connection ID is not associated. That's fine. Actually, that's not fine. Well, raw event clear state. Okay, so the clear state cannot send it through the WebSocket. We're just going to deploy that. And then go back to the CloudWatch logs. Press leave call. Okay, so we need to maybe go $38. Okay, leave call, raw event. Now it still says that it's a raw event. Which doesn't make sense. Alldeles strax, nice. Precis snart. Ja. All right, it seems like the connection ID is null right now when I tried to set it manually here to just send it in the payload, even if it's like a bare message to the backend. It still says null here, so I need to debug this somehow, but I've spent like 3 hours now. I'm not going to spend any more time today. I'm going to take a break, come back next week on Monday, and hopefully we'll be able to solve it. But either way, I feel like I'm pretty close to muscle up, so that's good. And go check out ExerLogs, please, and let me know what you think of it. I'm super excited for people to start to sign up and start using it to track their workouts. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.